The Fed does not set the mortgage rate. When I talk about rates, Fed meetings, and inflation, it may get a little confusing. So here's a quick little summary for you. The Fed sets an overnight rate, the rate that banks lend to each other for short-term loans. It's a short-term rate. It's their benchmark rate or the federal funds rate. As you may know, mortgage rates aren't short-term. They're longer-term, like 15 or 30 years. The key to understand is the Fed has an effect, but is not the main effect. Generally, fixed 30-year mortgage rates and the Fed funds track over long periods of time, but in very small time frames, it can sometimes be hard to see a change. It's really the economic data and how it's interpreted is what rates will actually do. This is the misconception that keeps buyers on the sidelines waiting for the Fed to act. The 30-year fixed tracks the 10-year Treasury yield through the spread, not directly the federal funds rate. The Fed cut the federal funds rate 3 times in 2024 and mortgage rates actually rose in early 2025. When the Fed cut again in late 25, mortgage rates trended down, but not because of the Fed directly. Lenders price in anticipated moves ahead of time. The Fed cut and the mortgage rate move are both reactions to the same economic data, not one causing the other. This is exactly the mechanism I explained on my socials. So, what does move your rate from here? The Iran war, oil prices falling, and inflation cooling, which pulls the 10-year Treasury back down. After this week's CPI print, markets are now pricing in a possible Fed hike in December. Not a cut, but the path to lower mortgage rates does not require a Fed cut. It requires the inflation and geopolitical picture to improve. Buyers that are waiting specifically for a Fed cut are waiting for the wrong lever. If you have questions about what you can qualify for, what your rate may be for your scenario, I'm Angelo, Charlotte Mortgage Broker servicing North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida. Comment rate if you want me to message you directly to start your refi or purchase, or just fill out the form in my bio to get started and I will reach out to you directly.